Shalom. Kol Holo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahahakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. My name's Barad Debar, coming to you from the GMS campus, Indianapolis. And to all those listening and learning, to you, I say Shalom. Especially to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Today, just going to go through a few scriptures. So things that comes to mind. I was scrolling through TikTok, and of course, everyone is raving about the Kendrick Lamar response to Drake. And so, of course, this rap battle that goes back and forth. And so, of course, I just wanted to touch on that point, but then get to a more serious point. So as far as this, I was scrolling through the day, and through the scrolls, everyone is breaking down the lyrics. It was a 6 minute, thing that that Kendrick had put out, 6 minute song, and then the song, of course, called Euphoria, and he was breaking down different points. And as you scroll through, people all throughout TikTok, of course, you have men, women, they're catching different catchphrases, and they're going deeper into the matter, and they're pulling receipts. And of course, the one thing that was made mention was that one is false. Okay, Kendrick is saying that Drake, is false, and that false, and that he is a true. Kendrick saying that he is a true rapper. Let's just say it like that. Okay, that one is being fake and one is being real. And so when we thought about that, people are pulling receipts, and they're coming to find that certain things are being uncovered about Drake at this point. Okay, now whether it is true or false, there's some scriptures that came to mind, and then again, hopefully it is edifying. So the first one I want to come into is the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 17. It says, "He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him." And so Drake, he did he came out and he did his verse. And of course, whoever came first or not, but Drake seems to be in modern times the more popular as far as the masses of people, okay, and as far as the music that he puts out. And so I would liken Drake in this case. Not saying that Kendrick is any better, but this is the difference as to how Esau Edom is. As of right now, Esau, so-called white man, he has the popular opinion of the people. And anything that he says, everyone just believes. And of course, you have the prophets who were sent by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, and are sent out to search out everything about Esau Edom. So this is the point, okay? And but I'm using these two as a reference. And it says, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. And so Kendrick now in this last verse, he's now pointing out many and asking questions and saying different things about him, which now is making people pull up and dissect his lyrics to find different points about Drake. Now, the prophets are pulling out many different points that are happening all throughout the world, and they're filtering it through the scriptures. And so just as much as you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can do that when it comes to Drake and Kendrick, you need to do that when the prophets are speaking the truth about what's going on in this society. See, everybody thinks it's all about getting cars, getting clothes, making your life special. But what's really going to be They say special what makes your life, but what's really going to be make your life is having this knowledge and this understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And so let's get another version. This is the book of Proverbs chapter 18 verse 17. It says the first to speak in court sounds right until the cross-examination begins. So yeah, when Drake came out and he was like, hurry up, it's taking you so long to respond, right? Well, now the cross-examination is happening. And right now, I'm going to now fall off of those two. And we're in a point right now where cross-examination is happening to Esau Edom. And this is the cross-examination. It says an interrogation of a witness. Who are the witnesses of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? The Israelites. The scriptures say that ye are my witnesses. So we see everything that's happening and we're ciphering it through the scriptures and we're putting it out amongst to the people. But the people would rather decipher and go deep into something as vain as some rap lyrics, right, about a person. But when it comes to the true understanding of who you dealing with as far as your enemy, they scoff, they mock. So let's go further. It says the witness is called by the other party in the court of law to challenge and extend testimony already given. Okay, so there was already given a testimony from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai of the enemy. Okay, who would be the wicked and him being revealed in the last days. Okay, aggressive or detailed questioning of someone. We've been questioning and been putting it out there saying we are the true people. Make you so-called Christians and those of these other sectors of understanding, make the ones who claim to be since 1948, who claim to be the people, make them answer these questions. Make them go into the scriptures and actually prove who they are. We can do so, right? We're pulling up Deuteronomy 28 and showing the people how this connects to you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Going through other parts of the scriptures and history to show how the Bible, it is your book, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And we're doing extensive questioning and interrogation unto those who claim to have a connection to this book, but do not. Okay? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 2. And he says, and Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So everything from the doctrines, the philosophies, to all the way to the point of this physical kingdom is going to be thrown down. But first there has to be an examination, okay? Before the world, before judgment, proper judgment can be done. Okay, so when Yahweh Bashim Yahushai brings forth judgment, even to 2/3, of our people, there would be no questions to be said. It would be fully understood that his judgments are right and true. Okay, this is the book of. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49, verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. So right now, we're at the point in these last times, it should be fairly clear who he is, but he continues to hide himself. Just like the spirit of Cain. He said, I will be a fugitive and a vagabond upon the earth. What does fugitives do? They hide. Okay, in this particular case, they call themselves everything and call everyone everything to cause confusion of who they really are. Now we're finding out that everything that we were told was a lie. That this person, everything that come out of their mouth, you have to examine. whether it's true, because I was talking to a brother, and he had mentioned it, and we hear it all the time, but he said you have to know the truth in order to tell a lie. So let's finish this. He says, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, his neighbors, and he is not. So eventually, he's going to get the recompense for what he has done. Okay, um, and he causes confusion so that he can be out of the limelight. The moment a spotlight is placed on them, there's a smoke screen. Now we have the Kendrick and Drake rap battle. If it's not that, it's the No Diddy. If it's not that, then it's R. Kelly. If it's not that, it's okay. There's a pattern. All right, so I'm gonna end with this one. This is the book of, and I'm sure there's more. Actually, there might be one more. So let me see. One more. It says, this is the book of Proverbs 26, and I'm gonna read verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not. Okay, so again, he's everything that they speak, you know, like it sounds beautiful, it sounds good, right? But the scriptures say, never trust thy enemy. Okay, so it says, when he speaketh fair, believe him not. For there are 7 abominations in his heart. So that heart goes into the Hebrew word lab, which deals with the mind. He said there are 7 abominations. So he's completely wicked and filthy, because abomination is a filthy, wicked act. Okay, it tells you that he sleep not unless he calls mischief. He calls mischief, and his sleep is taken away unless he calls some to fall. So his whole purpose is to take everyone down with him. Okay. If he can't rule, no one can rule. It's like they say, over my dead body, right? But verse 26, he says, whose hatred is covered by deceit. Okay. So, the devil is not, it just means deceiver. He's not going to come to you in anger and fierceness. He's going to create a public opinion. Just like you find in the history, when the Violence Against Thy Brother Jacob series, you find that the first thing that would happen to many of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians would be a black man accused of doing something to a so-called white woman, and then mobs of people, which would be the so-called, like, the Caucasian race, right? Europeans, so-called whites, would mob together and do and create and do their judgment, right, without hearing the whole matter. Okay, but it says, and that's deceit, right? It says, whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shewed before the whole congregation. So just like the Drake and Kendrick, you have all the people that's actually dissecting, and going into the details. The same thing is currently happening in its truest form with the prophets of the Lord. Okay, again, the men of a great millstone, starting with our head apostles and elders, and those that teach the likewise doctrines. Okay, and it says, let's go further. It said, whoso diggeth the pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth the stone, it shall return upon him. So all the lies and the things that you putting out there and you doing to try to hurt and defame the Lord's people, all these things are going to come back, and it's going to be shown unto you, which is being happening in this current present moment. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. So the whole point is, he lies and deceit. What the whole point is to bring you down, okay, and keep you down. This is the last one. This is the book of Jeremiah 49 verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. Actually, I just read that one, Salakia. This was the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6, and I'm going to read at verse 6, verse 18. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh to visit them that dwell upon the earth. He says, verse 19, this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and he's visiting in all manners of forms of judgment, earthquakes, tornadoes, violence. Okay. And he says, and I will begin to make inquisition, which is intense examination and questioning of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. And that's Esau Edom. He has hurt many of his first and foremost the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and then the other nations, and of course his own people. He says that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled. So we're close to the point where our affliction is being fulfilled, okay? Where the Lord is going to slowly pull off the affliction of our people, and he's going, and that affliction, like it tells us in I believe it's in Leviticus, where it's like the curses that we were under are going to be placed upon our enemies, and Esau Edom is going to be the main culprit, or the main contributor, or the one that's going to receive the bulk of that those curses. So I hope this lesson was edifying unto the body. Before I end, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Raha HaKadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered throughout the four corners of the globe. Until next time, all and anyone that's listening and learning, to you, I say, Shalom.